Hello there. Kyle Katarn here,
On the Bendu.
coming back for another reaction to The Acolyte, Episode 6. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the Disney blockade. So, where to even begin?
Last week was a heavy hitter. Last week was very much
It was.
to use a Game of Thrones reference. It very much was the most red wedding I think we've ever actually had in almost any Star Wars show. I mean, Order
Just
66,
dropping bodies.
Yeah, Order 66 was a big one. I mean, of course we've had
That was a montage though. That wasn't all like in one
That's
place.
true.
I think this is the most in one place, except maybe like Palpatine's office. But more Jedi died here. So yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
If anything, this was on the same level of catastrophe as like Tartarovsky Grievous just like murking all the Jedi in his first, coming out, as it were, first being created.
He was so clean with it too. Like the choreography was fantastic. He seemed so like reckless and yet controlled at the same time, and like deliberate with his movements. But like, yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. Shout out to the actor. He really sold it.
The entire
and live action Cortosis, dude. Like the gauntlet and the helmet.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I find it really cool and interesting that they haven't quite said the Cortosis word out loud. So I'm really hoping that this episode they really kind of go for it, because there was other social media outlets and other Lucasfilm Associated Presses that came out of like, this is what Cortosis is, or like, this is the history of Cortosis, and like, this is what you just saw, but they haven't like said the word yet. So it's really fucking cool though, and it's quite a concept, especially with how much they emphasize Beskar with the entirety of the Mandoverse. It would be really cool for them to like sort of mention this other type of metal, this other ore, so that everyone's not.
I mean, it's supposed to be so ultra rare. I think the only reason we're seeing it here is because we're so far before the Phantom Menace.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like by the time of Din Djarin, it's like you can't find it anymore. It's basically gone from the galaxy. And I think the reason why they don't just have like Cortosis armor to counter all the Jedi anymore, like after Order 66, is because it's so rare. They just can't get their hands on it anymore. And I mean, it seems like it's pretty brittle too. Like the mask broke pretty quick.
It's true.
Like it has a powerful disrupt effect, but it also like it can't take a lot of hits.
That's the biggest difference between it and
Beskar,
is like it's not able to repel a lightsaber. It's not able to like just hold its own, repel the heat and like the friction of the laser blade. It's exactly what you said. It's just meant to sort of refract the light and disrupt the connection within the crystal and the beam itself. So yeah,
what would happen if you built a lightsaber hilt out of Cortosis and you turn it on? Would it just explode? Would it destroy itself immediately?
Palpatine's saber has Cortosis in it. Mace Windu's saber has Cortosis in it. Well,
how does the Cortosis?
It's supposed to be the.
How does the Cortosis stop? How do they stop the Cortosis from disrupting its own Kyber crystal, though?
I think it has to be a proximity thing. Like it's not like if the Cortosis is on the hilt, it just protects the hilt if it were to get hit by a blade, which I think is more so the idea. It protects the hilt from being parried versus like it's not like the Beskar is
that's clever.
The emitter. It's not pulling a Dooku with the hook. But yeah.
So they've pulled the switcheroo. Osha and May have traded places in a hilarious sitcom fashion, right? I think Saul knows. I think he's playing it coy, and he knows that May isn't Osha. Like he said, your sister instead of May, like for a reason. And they had that whole scene in the flashback on Brendok about how they tried to fail the test on purpose, and like he caught it immediately. Like they're trying to show that you can't get one past Saul. So I think he's just like he's playing along to see where this leads to, but he knows that May isn't Osha. That's what I think.
Which does kind of.
Do you agree, or do you think he's in the dark?
Well, I feel because of the fact that Saul can read minds, like that's a very strong, very specific, and also relatively rare force power. Like that, like he's not Professor Xavier, where he's reading everyone's mind. He obviously has to focus on it.
No, but he's more like Kylo Ren with it.
Well, even Kylo, he had to force it out. He had to probe it out of people, and the only way he could really do it was based on how much fear they had of him. Whereas Saul's not really that fearful of it's very hard to be afraid of Saul. You know what I mean?
It's true. He's very passive about it.
Yeah.
Like when he had May on the ground after their first fight, he just like walked up with his hand and was like, "Ah, you don't know your master's name. I just read your mind." Like,
Yeah, I think it has with Saul. It has something more to do with like direct eye contact, sort of a thing. But I mean,
yeah,
this
it has
episode,
like it's like forced body language.
exactly. But like this episode, number 6, is the first one to have a two name split, which we haven't had in quite some time. This one is
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're back to that means we're going to be following 2 stories again.
Yeah, so this one says
I dig
teach and corrupts. So I wonder who's obviously going to be taught and who's obviously going to get corrupted.
Okay, so Saul and Kymir are both going to be doing some teaching or corrupting, I guess, depending on your philosophy, right? Hell yes. Well, I am super ready to watch this. I got to know what happened after that crazy fight. Also, we would be remiss not to say honorable mention and F's in the chat for Jackie Lon and Jord Vandar, who we lost last week, along with a couple of other Jedi as well. Sad to see them go. They were awesome little fan favorite characters. They became fan favorites so fast, and I think it's hilarious that like Star Wars and Swagman have been like interacting with everyone's like Jord Horde and Jackie Jam and like, oh yeah, isn't he great? Knowing full well that this heartbreak was right around the corner and just being like, oh yeah, you like that guy? Just wait. And I think that's hilarious.
No, but it's like it's also interesting too, because it's like at the very end or at the very beginning of the show, Corbin got taken, or Kelnaka got killed, Torben got killed, fucking Trinity's
Indara got killed.
Indara. So like I am kind of really excited for the flashback episode because we're now gonna get to see these past Jedi, even Saul. We're gonna get to see all these past masters like in their theoretical prime. So it's like I know
see what it was
still,
that they did.
Yeah, because it's like we still got 3 more episodes, so I know we're still gonna get some fantastic saber action yet to come.
Awesome. Are you ready, best friend?
I am just rereading the description. On a distant island, unsettling questions about identity and destiny arise.
Okay.
38 minutes.
On a mysterious island.
Okay,
could it be the island? We saw an island already in the show. It was when he has the mask on. He's like, the Acolyte kills the dream. Could we be going back to that place?
That's true. That would be cool. I mean,
I don't think they gave that place a name.
At least I know get some. I don't know if continuity would be the right word, but yeah, it would be cool to get some reoccurring places. I guess new locations.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, the Acolyte, episode 6. Do it!
Ooh, where are we?
This is cozy. It's got a little indoor pool.
Where are we?
Nice. Bet the soup smells good. This can't be on Kofar. She's already left, right? He's already taken her back to wherever this is the mysterious island.
What is that?
Oh, it's cute! It's cute, whatever it is.
Cool. So we probably are on the same islands that Kill the Jedi with a Dream.
That's what I'm thinking. There could be plenty of island planets out there, but I still think it's Achto.
Bro, it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, that stretch of beach right there is where May was walking at the end of that episode. Literally the same spot. Cool.
Unknown planet. So I guess you can kind of see
There's the ship poking out behind the rock there too. Yeah, they're really not wanting us to know, which makes me think it's Achto, dude.
What the fuck are you looking at? They're so
I love them.
Weird.
Coming soon to Galaxy's Edge. I'm sure they're going to be selling those things soon. So does he have to swim to the ship every time he takes off?
No, they probably have to wait till low tide, or he just fucking force jumps that shit.
Coruscant 5112, you have clearance for transmission.
Emergency code 0.
Communication difficulties could only mean one thing.
Invasion. He can't even bring himself to say it.
My whole team is dead.
Oh.
Comms and lost.
How do you even begin to explain what just happened? He got everyone killed, you know?
Sup, Basil?
Basil smells the difference. He knows. Really?
Osha, I'm going to reset the transceiver. Take the wheel.
Wow, okay.
I still think he knows. I think he's like playing mind games. Yeah, his emotions are so close to the surface right now. Like, he really let loose in that fight, and he's lost everyone.
Damn,
It was a
dude.
great performance, dude.
Save the day, Basil. Fucking save the day, bro.
No one understands him but Yord. Oh, that's right. He's got Pip. Come on, dude. You got
New
this.
MVP, bro. New MVP. Oh my god, we're just charging the battery? That's fucking hilarious.
Having the two, I bet you having the two Pip pieces are going to let them track each other, you know?
But the fact that Pip can understand Basil and somehow Basil can understand Droid, like, what the fuck?
I love it. I love it. That's so Star Wars. None of it makes sense.
Yeah, none of it. Yeah.
Oh, damn. He's scarred up. And she's just watching. She's just
Like a creeper.
taking a little peek.
Fucking creeper. Bro, he can use that.
Like, even butt ass naked in the water, you do not have the advantage on this guy.
Right?
Okay. Like,
Dooku
you think
in
he's
pajamas,
vulnerable right now,
man.
but he's not.
Dooku in pajamas, man. That's all I gotta say.
Gorgeous,
Fighting
dude.
Against, like, the fucking Night
That's where I want to
Sisters.
take a bath. Damn.
Oh, he already knows. He already
He fully knows. He fully knows. This is the first lesson right now. She's his new pupil.
How does it feel?
See?
Your stance is good. You should keep your other elbow up higher. Allows for a swifter block. If you're not gonna join me, I'd like to put
It's
my
fair.
pads back on.
Reasonable.
I'm wondering.
Kind of looks like
It's
whip
honorable to
scars
kill me
on
like
his
this.
back, dude.
Am I supposed to be your prisoner?
You're the one with the weapon.
Did you kill Saul?
No.
Did you kill May?
No. Interesting you ask about him first, though. He taught you the Jedi arts, but he's more to you than that.
He's like a papa.
A special relationship, isn't it? Master and pupil.
Oh, damn.
I appreciate his. I super appreciate his, like, net neutrality, I suppose. He doesn't pull the Palpatine where he immediately just, like, asserts dominance and is just like, I'm going to show you how much force I have, and just, like, you know.
No, he's going to seduce her with freedom. You know, letting her make her own choices.
You saved us, Osha. He corrupted your sister. He pushed me to a place
Is calling her Osha the manipulation here?
He's acting like he doesn't know better and showing May how much he cares for Osha. That's what I think.
Coruscant 5112, switching.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn it, Pip. Charging your battery shouldn't have killed the ship.
That's totally what happened.
Rancor has never been a friend of the Jedi. But I worry his fear has convinced so many.
A review should not be cause for alarm. The Jedi are always stressed.
Rayan Court.
What is it, Mog?
We received a distress call from Master Soul. Apparently he's on a mission in the Outer
Named
Rim.
What
Mog.
did he say?
There were casualties.
Who?
The entire team.
Prepare a rescue team to depart for the planet Kofar immediately.
How do you know where he is?
I sent him there.
But bro, he just left. So it's like you guys are just going to be like crossing ships.
They don't know. Yeah, they're not going to find him there, but they don't know that.
I was. It was a really long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
If you keep me here, Saul comes to you. He's found me before.
You think that his strength? That's your strength in the Force, Osha. Someone ought to teach you that.
Right? Do you want to run away, or do you want more answers?
Just like, I have no idea what any of this stuff does. Oh.
Yeah, Basil, fucking show her, bro.
Yeah, you tell her. You tell her, Basil.
Do it.
Hey, relax. Relax, okay?
Kick her ass, Basil. He's like, no, you stay away from Pip.
Wow.
What if I reset you to factory settings?
Wow, she really just turned him off like a fucking iPhone.
That's cold. She put a little paper clip in his hole. Oh, now he's got red evil eyes. Come on. Oh, interesting. They just got like a bucket of Pip bodies.
Can you run a check on the power system?
Wow, okay, so it's gonna help her now?
I hope there's a way to retrieve Pip's personality, because you can tell that Osha never wiped it, you know? Oh, little family.
Look at these little puppets!
They're so sweet.
The Jedi teach there's only one way to access the Force. And if you don't do it their way, it fades. But there is another way. Below the surface of consciousness are powerful emotions. Anger, fear, loss, desire.
That's the path to the dark side.
Semantics.
You killed Yord.
A man who didn't hesitate to turn you in for a crime you didn't commit.
You killed Jackie.
And where did you think that was going to go? You would have had the same relationship with her that you have with your master. One-sided. Why do you love people who can only go so far?
I'm not my sister. I'm not that easily corrupted.
You can still take the food. I'm just saying.
You stayed here to do something. Do it.
A Jedi doesn't attack the unarmed.
Why do you still think of yourself as a Jedi?
I left
Why?
because I chose to.
This is very, like, enemies to lovers. That's where this is headed, I can already tell.
Why aren't you a Jedi, Osha?
Because I failed!
Whoa!
I understand. I lost everything. Osha.
That saber hilt is like very like thick.
I like it.
That's when you're finally free.
Then why rock the red blade? You know what I mean? Like going red saber is a very obvious choice. I feel like.
Because it's outside the Jedi, you know?
Oh god, look at all the aliens! Look at the cell cat!
Yes, he's back! I'm so glad we got to see him again.
But, Master, I'm sure that these casualties are due to the planet's uncharted environment. You don't need to.
That's the stupidest assumption I've ever heard.
I hope that is all right with you.
Yeah,
Oh, the planet killed them. It was the spiders.
How could I not have sensed that villain's true intentions when we first met him on Olega?
He masked himself from you. In the Force.
When you really want something, it can cloud your mind. You see what you want to see.
Your pip droid.
Yes.
I noticed the way you take care of him, love him, even though he's just a machine.
Loves things from afar. Loves things that can't love her back. Ugh.
Have you told me everything that happened on Brentok?
You were very young.
What does that mean? That's not a no.
But I'm not now. You can tell me.
Oh god, really? Right now? Right now, we only have like 15 to 20 minutes left? Yeah, no, shut up.
That'll be a whole episode.
Hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me?
Identify yourself.
My name is...
Fuck, man.
I told you.
Basil! Basil!
Master Soul, the rescue team is on their way.
Nice.
Leave your transponder off.
You just turned your transponder off? What are you doing, bro? Saul, where are you going?
Dude, stay there. Where are you?
Bro, where are we going? Where are we going?
He's gone rogue.
Wait, is that literally
Come
them?
on!
Did they just show up?
Come on!
Dude, what did I just say? What did I just say?
Saul's just doing what Qui-Gon would do and saying, fuck the council.
God, it makes me want to play KOTOR so bad. Bro, what if he has to like resolder it, like each fight, like each scar?
He keeps reconnecting it because everyone always smashes it off his face.
Yeah.
I made a mistake with May. I thought she wanted more than just revenge. I thought she wanted what I want.
What do you want?
The power of two.
Power 2.
Yeah, dude, it's so curved. It totally looks like a whip scar.
Someone who threw me away.
Your Jedi Master?
Kurtosis.
Who was his master?
He said the word!
But also a sensory deprivation headpiece.
There you go.
Like when
There you
use the
go.
comics.
Sensory
Confirmed.
deprivation headpiece.
Holy shit. That's so much more intense.
I don't trust you.
Nor should you. But you should learn to trust yourself.
It's very wizard. It's very wizard.
It's the Sith version of your eyes can deceive you, don't trust them.
Force deprivation chamber in a helmet.
Okay, knowing that this guy used to have a Jedi Master, I don't know if he really is a Sith. Or if he just said Sith because he knew that would be the word, the most triggering word he could have used for those Jedi, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who was his master?
Oh, Jack.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Come on. With the smash cut? God damn it.
God.
I just laid there through the night. Disrespectful.
Dude, she's immediately gonna be able to sense it and like no, like they obviously died from a lightsaber, so it's like
No sign of Osha.
can she sense the past? I wonder.
I think she's sensing echoes.
What do you see?
An explosion, then a battle. One versus many. His power extraordinary, his skills erratic. His sole aim was to leave no survivors.
Oh! Light whip! Fuck yes.
You don't think Master Soul was responsible?
That is quite the
Oh,
accusation.
jeez. No, don't go down that road.
Something to tip the scales.
What does she know? It totally feels like she knows something
This fucking
else
kid,
about this.
this conspiracy theorist Padawan, bro.
Dude, what if Chimere was one of Vernestra's Padawans? Because, like I said, they're whip scars. She's got a light whip,
bro,
right?
that'd be rough.
What if that's why she knows more, is because she's actually his former master.
That'd be a reveal. That would be a reveal.
I'm going to wait for something to, like, cancel that out, but so far that's going to be my theory.
I have no intention of harming you, May.
And let me go.
No! you will kill me.
I've had 16 years to think about what I would say to you if I ever got the opportunity.
Oh my god, dude. Like, oh god.
You're going to listen.
Shoot, shit. Saul's gonna just like.
He's about to lay it down.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready.
Okay. Flashback confirmed for next episode. Don't end.
For
Okay,
episode
we're
7,
good.
yeah, dude.
I love that it's a sensory deprivation helmet, and then he's
It's
just
so
fighting
fucking
blind
cool.
in there.
So
It so makes it so much cooler. No way. Is that a vein of cortosis
I was
just like
gonna
in
say,
the fucking
is
cave?
that where he got it?
There's a this is just like a cortosis cave? Wow, that's all you can see? That's fucking cool.
You just have to feel everything. You just have to feel everything.
Feel, don't think. Use your instincts.
Yep.
Ooh, do you think this is gonna like reawaken her connection to the Force? Depriving herself of senses like this? Oh, come on! This episode left me wanting more, dude. That was an abrupt cut at the end there. No, that was fantastic, dude. We got the name drop. We got the Cortosis name drop, just like you wanted. They're definitely like making the dark, like the whole like being seduced by the dark side. Like they're making Chimere be so seductive, and the things that he says to Osha, like he sounds so reasonable and like he's here to help her realize her potential. Versus like, I'm your master, you're my pupil and prisoner. Like he's not doing that heavy-handed traditional Sith bullshit. He's doing something very, very different and something very easy to get caught up in. And I really like that. That's awesome.
double check.
Yeah, man, that was cool.
Because those credits did seem a little bit on the long side.
You making sure there's no extra scene?
Like, I know there usually isn't in any.
This ain't Marvel.
In any
This ain't the
fashion.
MCU.
Yeah. But dude, okay, so episode 6, episode 7 is gonna absolutely blow our minds. Like, either.
It's gonna be the flashback, and it's gonna be Saul's perspective. Yep.
But then also,
what did he do?
But just imagine the types of different perspectives we're gonna get. Because right now, Osha has the fucking sensory deprivation helmet on, and yeah, there's nothing in credits. They were just extra long for some reason. But yeah, okay. So she's gonna have her connection to the Force, quote unquote, rekindled, as it were.
That's what I'm thinking.
The fact that if that is just a straight vein of cortosis growing in the middle of that cave wall, that absolutely would make sense why Chimere would want to like use that place as like main base sort of thing.
And also, no wonder it's hit like unknown planet too. Like if this was a known, well-known planet, then cortosis would be everywhere.
Yeah, or it would already be mined out. Like it would be a
sure
dead, be a dead mine at that point.
I liked his cozy little Sith home, his nice little off-the-grid little cave house.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Star Wars, nice. It was nice. He had a little
Star Wars
pool.
definitely has had a history of like kind of the best camping equipment or best like I don't know,
like hermit setups, and stuff like that.
Yeah, like environmental sort of just like
hole in the wall dwellings,
cozy camping stuff. Basil, MVP of the fucking episode though.
Yes, for sure.
Dude.
Give him his flowers. Basil made it happen. Dude, the disrespectful, just like close up, like jump scare of Jecky's corpse just out of nowhere.
That was wild.
Jecky and Yord, like having made it, like just laid there through the night, just dead. At least they're getting a burial. At least the Jedi are going to give him a proper burial. That's nice.
Which is just going to be a pyre, the traditional Jedi pyre, letting their bodies become one with the Force. But yeah. Fucking conspiracy theorist Padawan being like, "Oh no, you don't think it was Saul? You don't think it was Saul?"
I was really worried they were going to take it there because Saul went off the grid. He did turn his transponder off and then just like jump before they arrived. I'm like, that's pretty sus, dude. Like, we know he's trying to like do some damage control on his own past and also like stop this dude before it's too late. But like, I feel like he could have communicated more with Vernestra. I don't think. See, I think Vernestra's going to put 2 and 2 together because I think Chimere might have been her Padawan.
Dude, that's wild. If we're like you saying that now, episode 6, like I'm writing that shit down. Like if that ends up playing itself out, like that's going to be, that's
my prediction. That's my prediction on record right here. I think that's the connection because this whole time she's been so cagey about this mission, like she knows more about it. That could be the connection. That could be why she knows so much. Yeah, a flashback for episode 7 is all but confirmed, and then we'll get the actual finale the week after that with episode 8. I really enjoyed this one. This was kind of a nice like palate cleanser after the super intense high action episode like if we'd gotten a second action episode in a row, I don't know if I could have taken it, man. Like
yeah, it was.
It only takes so much like emotional turmoil.
Yeah, it would have been a lot of information and a lot of like just stuff coming at us. But the fact that we got to see our favorite Selkath Jedi Temple member, though, like. God damn, I want to play KOTOR again so bad.
He looked great. I'm glad we got like a slightly more of a close-up and like 2 different angles of his face this time. Nah, he was really good.
Deep cut for the nerd.
It is absolutely huge that it was revealed that Chimere was a Jedi at one point and that he had a Jedi Master. Like, that's really important information, and that furthers my theory that he's not actually a Sith. He is he used that word because it was the word that he knew would like shock and alarm the Jedi the most. But he only knows that because of his Jedi training.
Trigger word.
Yeah. I don't think he's an actual Sith. And I've heard that there are 2 Sith Lords in this show. So if he's being counted as one, the other one's going to show up and be like, "Hey, I heard you're claiming you're a Sith." Like,
you gotta cut that shit out. Yeah.
And he's going to mop the floor with him, and we're going to see what true power looks like. That's kind of what I'm expecting.
But right,
now.
Like that's kind of this typical sort of, Sith MO of like, all right, it's quick. Like you enter the prison field, you punch the biggest dude you can, Like that's really just,
Right.
like that's what Palpatine did when he fought Savage and Maul, and like absolutely fucking killed and decimated Savage, and then tasered the shit out of Maul later. And then, you know, similarly,
Like
with,
it was nothing.
yeah, or like, you know, Nihilus just eating up entire fucking planets because he just needs the life force in order to keep things.
That's the whole. I mean, like
alive.
Sith pretenders getting made example of
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, or Vader just
So I think that could
stabbing
be in the
Rebel
cards for him.
and like completely lifting her up like a story and a half up in the air, just straight up to be like, I fucking told you not to mess with this thing anymore. And just pure power play of like just poltergeist lifting you 12 feet up in the fucking air. Like, yeah, it's just Sith. It's just Sith shit.
I think this episode had like so much Last Jedi energy. From the island setting, feeling a lot like Achto, to even like the outfit that they had Osha wearing, like with like the exposed shoulder,
Rey.
like gray
It was
tunic
very
thing.
Rey.
It was very
100%.
Rey.
Yes.
And there was a lot of like Rey and Kylo energy between Chimera and Osha this episode. Like real strong vibes there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the direction that the story's gonna head in too, you know? Like there's definitely some seducing going on, you know, in this episode. And I don't know, it's gonna start so many internet fights.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this dynamic that is developing between the two of them, and I think that it's going to make things so much messier and so much more complicated when everything comes to a head in the final episode. Like, I can't wait.
Because you did bring up a very good point too. Actually, the entire show, I think, really emphasizes the contradictions between the Jedi Order. But it was really impressive how he was able to kind of pinpoint the fact that Osha has this habit of loving inanimate things, or, you know, caring more for people or
Loving
objects
things that can't love her back.
Yeah, which is like very overall difficult, just as a personality trait. But the fact that, like, you know, it's something that's very residual and very relatable. So yeah, it'll be.
I also liked the juxtaposition of these two different trajectories too. That we've got Chimera telling Osha she's free to leave. You know, there's the ship. If you want to go, you can do it. You're not a prisoner. You're the one with the weapon. Versus Saul stunning May and like chaining her to a bed, basically.
You're like, all right, I've had 16 years to think about what the fuck I'm gonna say to you. You're gonna shut up and listen. I'm like, all right.
Right, and like, so like May has no control and no agency and can't make choices right now. She just has to do what Saul needs to have happen. Versus Chimera, who's giving Osha complete and total control. Wear my helmet. Take the saber. Go fly the ship. Like, that's how he's seducing her, is through freedoms. The freedoms that the Jedi they can't give it because it's such a rigid structure, doctrine, and hierarchy. You have to follow rules. You're a rule follower. You have a master, you know? But he's trying to show her how opposite it can be. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want, you know? And that's where the seduction is for Osha, I think. And I think it's working. I think it's going to work. But yeah, I thought that contrast was very striking. That like he's chaining May to the bed while meanwhile Chimera's like, yeah, you can leave if you want. Try my helmet on first though. It's really cool.
Dude.
Cortosis
Just thinking
sensory
about that now,
deprivation
like
combat helmet.
Rethinking about like the fact that he forged his own helmet out of the fucking ore, out of the wall. Like, it just reminds me of Sokka forging his own sword out of the meteorite. You know?
Totally, the meteor sword. Yes, hell yes.
Space sword. Like, dude,
it feels so KOTOR and so like video game that he would just like be in there using a material from his surroundings to like reinforce his armor, like give it a +5 disruption of kyber weapons.
It's so fucking Sith alchemy too. Like, they would dip their weapons into the, like, you know, the molten magic and like the witch blood in order to make their sabers resistant, or their metals resistant to sabers. Like, it's just so old school. It's so old school.
No, this show is paying a lot of tributes to legends in ways that I find to be very respectful, and it makes it very evident that there are people making the show who are fans of those things, like legitimately and in earnest. Like, someone who's just phoning it in would not be like thinking of Cortosis and including that in the story, you know?
Yeah.
That is a deep enough cut to kind of prove the authenticity of these people as fans, you know, more than just the creators of the show. I'm here for it. I'm having a great time. Can't wait for the next episode.
We only have 2 more, or 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, we only have 2 more now.
More episodes,
we have
yep.
the flashback, and then the either season finale or series finale. But yeah, no, the
I'm
actors,
thinking season.
the actors,
I know that it's not confirmed yet, but they have plans for season 2.
Well, I hope so. Yeah, because these characters have been phenomenal. At least the ones that will hopefully survive into a season 2. But even the show.
Yeah, is anyone even gonna be alive at the end of
Right?
this season? Like,
Yeah.
I think this is the first Star Wars show we've watched where that's actually been a question.
Issue.
Is anyone going to survive? Like every time we watch, it's like maybe one person will die, but it's like, is anyone going to survive?
I mean, Bad Batch. Bad Batch really did that to us. The Bad Batch, we really.
That's
had
true.
no
The dread
idea.
was there.
Yeah, we were both pretty prepped for like almost no one except for Omega to walk out of that one, but everyone did.
Yeah,
the most
the
part.
Bad Batch had a really like existential feeling
Yeah.
finale for sure. I feel like it was all or nothing.
But like even so, even if we don't, like I hope that even the actors or like the writing crews and the directors, all the people that still had other parts to play in this show, did such a phenomenal job that I hope that they are seen and are brought into other Star Wars projects.
Absolutely, absolutely. In terms of production, I'm extremely impressed with this. I think it just like the visuals, the aesthetics, the production design itself. Like I love the sets, I love the props. The costuming is awesome. Like I think the Chimere's visual design and his lightsaber are like really interesting, and I really want to know more about the process of arriving at that hilt for him. It's like super chunky, like you said, but it's very like utilitarian and like kind of blocky, and yeah. I'd like to get a closer look at it. I'd like to see some concept art of that. But this has been a whole lot of fun. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to the Acolyte episode 6. This reaction was edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use, which means you're not getting the whole thing. You're only getting about 10 minutes worth here in the video. If you want to watch the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.